Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, but remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Always check or use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for those of you that are oh gosh, come on brain, for those of you that are new to my channel, there's been an influx of lots of new subscribers, so I just want to say happy and wonderful new year to you and welcome. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves ya. So let's get straight into it. So this week, your key to the week is the Devil card. So is there a little bit of overindulgence still hanging around in the air, my dear Geminis? Another way that your Devil card will often show up as well, on a positive, the Devil card is where we have that healthy obsession for something, right? On a challenging note, the Devil card will usually show up where and this is the thing as well, like as you do this work, you start to understand certain things and evolve. It can represent addiction and overindulgence and, you know, avarice and all of that stuff, but a lot of the time, the Devil card will show up when people are absolutely locked into this idea that there is only one way to do something. That is limited thinking and it's going to get in the way, or it's going to potentially ruin some of your progress, right? So this is something that you really do need to consider. And also remember your Mercury, your ruling planet Mercury, is going to be moving into the sign of Capricorn soon. I like Mercury in Capricorn. Mercury understands Earth energy because its actual, one of its home signs is Virgo. So it understands Earth energy very well. And a Mercury in Capricorn versus a Mercury in Sag, no offense to anybody that's got that placement, I prefer it, right? So use this, right? You can use this, you can access this that much better. And obviously the Devil card is Capricorn energy. Now, for your actions and options this week, you've got the Star card. Okay, so look, there is a chance this week that you could be either too optimistic, maybe too trusting in some regard, and you are sort of being urged here with the cards to say, okay, get your head out of the clouds, get your feet on the ground, stop hypothesizing or that word, right? Get out of the future, release the past and be more present, right? Because I mean, it's not really the past because the Star card is the future. So it's like you're so fixated on some specific goal or some future outcome, etc., that you're not really seeing any of the steps that you're having to make at the moment. So this week I would be really honest with yourself about where maybe you're not as focused as you could be, or where maybe you are projecting a little too far ahead. All right, Mercury is a very fast energy, therefore you are a very quick person, you're very quick-witted, you're very smart. But this week, that future projection, it's not helping, all right? It's going to get in the way. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, the option to adapt or change some of your plans or the direction of your plans is what is available to you this week in terms of the options. And we know, Gemini, learn them options, right? But you've got the Devil card as the key to the week, which means in some regard, you may be, and it's rare to see this for a Gemini, you guys are like the epitome of air, right? Because you're movable and changeable and you're a mutable sign, and air wants to move, it wants to change, it wants to adapt. So there's all of that. Now, with this and the Devil card, it's almost like you're only seeing, well, you know, there's only one way to get there, or the way that I already have planned to get from A to B is the only way that it can take shape. Be very mindful about that this week, because it could end up shooting you in the, you know, you could, as we like to say here in the UK, you could cut your nose off to spite your face. Now, if you want to get a session with me, whether that is tarot, astrology, numerology, etc., you can head over to my website, which is radiantreality.com. You can find that in the link in the description box below. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Cups, right? This is usually good, solid offers, opportunities that show up. Now, you've got this here, obviously you've got the Devil card as well. Because it falls with the Star, there are good offers and opportunities that are going to be good for your future. Because you've got this devil card here though, you might refuse these, you might say no to them, or you might sort of try to mold it and shape it into something that it isn't. So this is kind of like, you know, if somebody said to you like, oh, you know, do you want a ham sandwich? That might be the only thing that's on offer. But if you start saying, well, you know, does it have pickles and does it have this and and they're like, well, no, it's just a ham sandwich. Do you want it or not? This is kind of like that, right? Don't get so locked into something looking exactly how you want it to be that you forget the offer that is on the table that is actually pretty decent, all right? So just something to think about here for yourself moving forward. The other thing is as well with this, because now I see with the devil card, some of the things that might be on offer for you this week, it's almost like they will be good. Maybe they don't, you know, when they present, you might think, oh, you know, it's not really much, or, you know, I don't know if it's worth my time because it's not this or it's not that. This could end up being something that could be an offer that maybe comes in now that doesn't look like much, but in the future it will be really, really great. When it comes to your for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could actually be talks of, or, you know, maybe considerations about you becoming a teaching assistant. Potentially even, this could be for some of you actually, that there is like a conditional job offer providing you finish your studies with good grades or whatever the case might be. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, again, right, like this could be an idea that the boss or the company come to you and say, look, you know, we're going to want this and we're going to need this. And then, you know, there's you in the background saying, well, you know, does it come with this? And there's da 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 da. I'm not saying don't try to ask for the things that you want or need. What I am saying is you might end up shooting yourself in the, you know, proverbial foot here because you're refusing to just accept what is on offer, rather than, you know, sometimes it doesn't look how we immediately would like it to look in the, you know, in the moment, but it develops or evolves into that, is what I'm trying to say. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, there is an offer potentially coming in for you, your work or your business, that could have some really great future prospects. Again, just don't expect too much from it, you know, right away. And I think as long as you can keep that in mind, that, okay, this is going to become something, you will be fine. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, it looks like there's a lot of considerations about the living situation here. It'll be interesting to see what comes up with the home. So for your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Cups. So we've got a lot of water going on here so far. Now, just in case you hadn't known, on the 14th of January, the clearing cohort goes, the enrollment for the clearing cohort opens. This is going to be super small, super exclusive. There's only space for 8 people. And the reason being is I want to make sure I give each person maximum time, maximum effort, and I really want them to get the most out of it. So every month I'm going to be opening up one clearing cohort, and this is all about clearing the stuff around the theme. This month's theme is fear, how it stops us, how it debilitates us, all of that kind of stuff. And we're going to be doing the energy work to really get into this, and it's going to be all tailored specifically to you, to your numbers, to your chart, all of that good stuff. So trust me, you want to get on this. Now, as I say, there's only 8 spaces, so I'm telling everybody, you know, as and when. And the reason these spaces are so limited is, as I say, I want to be able to make sure I can really give you the best, you know, and I really want it to be, you know, pinpoint tailored specifically to you. This is group energy work. It's powerful, it's dynamic, and I'm really, really, really excited about this, because if you thought the new year, new frequency was good, this is going to be even better than that. And I'm pretty proud of the new year, new frequency. So there's links in the description box below for everything. So make sure you check all of this stuff out. Okay, so so for the 8 of Cups, you've got for your love and relations, right? For a select few of you, it is possible, it's not a guarantee, if your relationship is already on the rocks and has been for a while, there's kind of an ultimatum that shows up this week. There's almost a conversation where it's like, you know what, we kind of are reaching that point where I'm tired of the arguments, you're tired of the arguments, we don't seem to be able to see eye to eye. We obviously seem to want different things, or to go in different directions might be what we need. So, it's almost like you're putting a time limit on, if we haven't managed to fix it within this period of time, it may be time for us to move on. For those of you that are single and looking, quite frankly, there's so much other stuff going on this week that I don't think your focus is love. However, it could be that there is maybe a connection that has a little bit of a sexual side to it that you're umming and ahhing about and trying to figure out, okay, is this the way forward for me? Or there's a lot of considerations here. It is the Eight of Cups, which suggests that you will walk away from it, but we'll see. For your money and materials, you've got the Sun card. Look at this. I love that, right? Sun card, light, heat, blessings, joy, abundance, happiness, travel, children, all just so many good things. Now, when it comes to your money and your finances, you've got this with the Devil card. So some of your rigid plans around finances are actually where you need to be, right? Which is great. Keep that focus when it comes to your money, but keep everything else outside of your money a bit looser. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, with the Sun card, our health is always good, or the healing is usually very quick. Because you've got this coupled with the Devil card, the Sun card is more powerful than the Devil, but that doesn't mean that the Devil isn't present. What this means is, when it comes to health, just because it's good doesn't mean you start now taking really stupid risks, all right? You keep up with your healthcare, with your health regime. If you're sexually active, you still manage and handle your business. You know where I'm going with all of that. Okay. When it comes to your home and environment, this is beautiful. There's a lot of change and adaptation coming to the home for a lot of you, and maybe even potentially, with the Sun card, there could be some kind of change of location coming in for some of you as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a move on the horizon. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.